Ladies and gentlemen, Kendrick Lamar and SZA dropped the Luther music video and it's taken the culture by storm. By storm. I just dropped my phone on my foot. And I said when I reacted to that video, there was going to be a bunch of hidden things, a bunch of things that might fly over my head that I might miss at the first time. So today, we're breaking down all the symbolism throughout the music video. Protect hip-hop culture at all costs. Link is in the pinned comment. Go grab that. If you rocking with the movement, if you rocking with me, go grab that. I'm sending personal thank you videos to everybody who grabs for the next 4 days. And next week, I got a music video dropping. Stay tuned. It's going to be a doozy.
Did you notice how Kendrick Lamar's Luther video is full of...
Okay, the first person we're seeing is Dissect Hip Hop Podcast. Shout out to them. The Kendrick Lyric page did a little compilation video of their video. They have like a full video if you want to check it out.
Did you notice how Kendrick Lamar's Luther video is full of circles? Well, there's a reason for that. Luther is a love song about wanting to eliminate the ills of the world that cause your partner pain. But the song's refrain, "If this world was mine," points to the truth. The world isn't ours. We can't always protect our loved ones from life's inevitable hardships. That's why the couple rides an elevator, a metaphor for life's ups and downs. The video captures loneliness, despondency.
You see what I'm saying, man? I love where we're in, right? I just love the state of the culture of hip hop right now. I'm loving it. I'm loving the deep dives. I'm loving the breakdown. There's some people who would be like, "Why do y'all have to keep trying to analyze everything?" Those aren't really hip hop fans. Half the fun of hip hop is analyzing it. You know what I mean? Like, that is dope. Even if some people, I've heard some breakdowns of Kendrick stuff and be like, "That's a little bit of reach." But if that's what you see, that's what you see. That's the point of art. That's the point of art. You know what I mean? Just because you don't see it don't mean it's not there. You understand? That's the whole point of interpreting art. Same thing with paintings. People get. Same thing with music. Same thing with videos. Same thing with movies. It's art.
Captures loneliness, despondency, and anxiety, as well as intimate moments of companionship and warmth. It's an honest depiction of love in an imperfect world, not your typical overly romanticized fantasy. The many circles throughout the video highlight the world within...
Hold on, when he said it's not about like a fairy tale fantasy, like stereotypical love song music video, I said in the thing when I was reacting to it, like, man, it seems like some real like, it's showing Kendrick when he was maybe not famous. I thought it was like a story of him and Whitney. I thought it was like they were together before they're famous. That's why if you look throughout the whole video, or through a lot of the video, Kendrick's like dressed down, like super dressed down, like looking like he don't, and they're just in like really humble places and just having like on a bench, just with each other. All they got is each other, even before all of this. That's how I got
the world within the world that's created in companionship. Across cultures, circles symbolize completeness, harmony, and eternity. Think of yin-yang, feminine and masculine, each containing the other. Harmony through duality. Like the circular stage at the Super Bowl that united the men and women, Luther's use of circles symbolized the harmony between the masculine and feminine.
The divine feminine. Shout out to the females out there. Let's just stop for a second, huh? Luther guy is in that mood. You know what I mean? Shout out to the females out there, man. Shout out to all the good. We love you. We love you. You know what I mean? We gonna protect y'all at all costs, like we protect the culture. You know what I mean? The good ones though, because everybody has an implication. Everybody, every human being. The moment you breached or you were C-sectioned out, if you believe in the Bible, we all have the ability to be evil. And I'm not just saying that I'm not religious like that, but I'm just saying it's a true thing. We all do, so we can't just be like all of one thing or all the other, but it's just celebrating the good of everything. Shout out to the women out there. Shout out to my whiz. I love you. You know what I mean? Shout out to all of y'all whizzes out there too. Go hug and kiss on your whiz. And if you a female watching this, your whiz, your earth, it's the same way. Whoever you with, your part, go ahead, show some
love. The masculine and feminine. Circles appear in nearly every scene, from the shape of the rooms, the elevator, architecture, and even the film cue dots that appear throughout the video. This theme is also reflected in the opening lyric, Roman numeral 7. In the Bible, 7 symbolizes completion, perfection, and divine order. Thus, the video's use of...
Oh, nah, he came through with the biblical science on him. Okay, Dissect, if this what you gonna do, that's what you gonna do. Huh? You borrowing right now. You rapping right now, Nick. Huh? Protect hip-hop culture. Link in the pinned comment. Have you got yours? Have you got yours? Bruh, it's more than emergency mission statement.
Circles reinforces the song's central premise. We may not be able to control the world and prevent the pain we all experience, but we do have the divine harmony of our little world with each other.
if you gonna say it, then dissect. If you gonna put your foot in it, put your whole foot to the goddamn kneecap in there. I like that breakdown. I've seen a lot of people talking about the circles and the all of that. So I went to TikTok, right? And I found a few different TikToks of people breaking down too, because I want to get a bunch of different what people are seeing from this. So we got Trap Forever, and he got a few videos on it. We gonna check this out. By the way, check out my TikTok. Is it Screwface John or the real Screwface John? I'll tell y'all in a second. Here's his first breakdown.
SZA and Kendrick Lamar just dropped their Luther music video, so y'all know this is a first watch breakdown of that music video. This is just my reaction off of one watch. Let's start by Kendrick Lamar might be the pettiest and most hateful human being we've ever seen. Karina Evans is the music video director for this song, and as you can see, she has a history with Drake. Now, Karina Evans.
Okay, hold on. This, a lot of people were bringing this point up, right? And you know me, I'm all for the pettiness. There's two ways I look at this, right? Two ways I look at this. Where the people who are saying, just leave her alone. This ain't got nothing to do with the battle. This ain't got da-da-da-da-da. She's just a great film director, and that's why he used her. I could definitely rock with that. I could definitely see that too. But also, if you think that she's the only great director, if you think she's the only person Kendrick could get a hold of, if you think that, and you think that I'll put it like this: you may believe that maybe there was supposed to be a reference to Drake, but you'd have to be crazy to think that Kendrick, TDE, the people shooting this video, SZA, wouldn't think that people would make that connection. Like, I think there's being naive on both sides, where they're like, this has nothing to do with Drake. Absolutely not. Not person who shot multiple videos for Drake. Nothing. Now, has Kendrick worked with her ever before this? If he has, then that gives more credence that he's just using a director. If not, I don't know, but if not, then you can't just say it has nothing to do with it. But I could get the people being like, just let her direct. They ain't got nothing to do with Drake. But I also like the breakdowns and people who caught it, So
Evans is a Canadian director and actress. She has directed God's Plan, Nice for What, I'm Upset.
But see, she's also filmed for SZA before, so maybe. But I will say that looks crazy. But she has done SZA videos before, so
and in my
maybe
film.
That's all it was.
Now, another interesting aspect of this video is a lot of it is shot in black and white, and we know last week Drake dropped a Nokia video, which was shot in IMAX and was black and white. People, black and white. All right, now that we got the pettiness out the way,
I don't think that has
anything.
I don't agree with that. Black and white having anything to do with Drake. I think black and white has been an aesthetic of GNX in total. The album covers in black and white. This isn't the first. What was the other thing that he did? Because people were just saying Drake was using black and white because of Kendrick's Not Like Us. So it's like he's been using black and white a little bit for a while.
That team did a great job with this music video. So in this music video, you see there's a lot of like tight shots like this that shows the love and companionship. And she contrasted that really well with wide angle shots as well. And then you can see it goes from black and white to color. You feel me? I found this shot interesting as well. Kendrick Lamar showing his GNX covered up. This could be symbolic or mean something. I couldn't figure it out on first watch. If there's something else I catch, maybe.
There's some people saying that this is a hint to another music video, maybe the Peekaboo video being shown because he's in the same place he was. He's shooting all these visuals in this same, gallery or has pieces of them because the body's one. The trailer, it's just, I low-key feel like maybe this is where they shot the album cover too.
Maybe I probably won't make another video about it, but Kendrick Lamar seen dancing next to his covered up GNX. In this music video, Kendrick Lamar is sharing a lot of intimate moments with his love interest, as well as SZA. SZA also has...
I also feel like people are pointing out that she kind of looks like Whitney. That's the number one. I noticed that right away. Like, if you've ever seen, there's a picture with Whitney where she has like box braids. Like big old Janet Jackson poetic justice braids. That to me feel like what he was trying to reference here.
A love interest as well. And as you can see, like when it shifts back to color, it still has like a vintage kind of like look to it. Like we can see a bit of a vignette in the corner, like, you know, it gives a vintage feel, the color grading and everything. And here's
Vignette,
some of SZA's.
Vignette is just like the black fading around shot. If
Looks, I mean, she bodied these. She bodied these. One thing SZA's going to do is take advantage of a moment in a look. Here you can see we get back into a tighter shot versus the wide shots we seen earlier. Another thing I loved about the video is at the end they played Luther Vandross's "If This Were Woman."
That was one of the hottest parts. I ain't gonna lie.
For Luther, you feel me? Like if y'all not familiar with the old classics, I'm gonna get y'all familiar with it. And I thought it was beautiful. They left like a good 45 seconds to a minute of just "If This Were Woman" playing to end it off. Overall, I really loved the music video. I thought
that was there's some things in there that, yeah, for sure, that was a dope little breakdown. I actually just realized that I do actually want to put this guy's breakdown in there, because I went and checked a little of it and realized that he did have a take saying something that other people weren't saying. So this is 6 minutes long though, so I'm only gonna do this part about the Doors. But I feel like maybe he has something.
I'm the only one that I've heard people reference in a Luther music video. In the Kendrick and SZA Luther music video, I was the only one that caught.
By the way, shout out to HQ_K. HQK.
This, let me break it down and the rest of the video for you, okay? You ever seen this meme? It's a very popular meme on the net, right? Yeah. People have the Reaper, they put a sign on everything, then they say, hey, you know what? One by one. For example, let's say they put a sign on here and they say that's the Lakers. The Lakers are the Reapers, right? And it's a playoff series, right? They'll put the Mavericks here. They'll put, you know what I'm saying, Houston here, Dallas here. And they'll be like, all right, we deaded that one, we deaded that one, we deaded that one. Who's next, right? You get the point? Okay. When I saw the Sizzler do this, I said, wait a minute.
Sizzler?
And one of the interns on our live reaction was like, what number is that door? You know what I'm saying? Zoomed in and realized it was the number 6. 6 God. Now I know what you're going to say, HQ. This is very K-Dot call members of you. Don't just blame me. I'm putting the blame on my interns. We can't unsee it, right? Even numbers 6, 8, 10. Very intentional that you make sure that number was 6. But what does that have to do with the whole theme of the video? That's what we're going to get into. I think here it is kind of that message of like, hey, SZA can go in there. You know, there's been folks on here saying SZA was the mole. Can go in here one by one, right? But also, as you watch the video, I noticed that the man becomes a little more at peace when she walks in a room and seduces.
Okay, so basically that's his break on the Doors thing, and I already know there's gonna be some people that might say he reached in and did it, but he's not the only person who said this. I've seen multiple people said this, and with the whole, so let me just indulge in this conspiracy theory for a second, because one thing that might make it a little bit more true, I didn't even realize this until people said SZA was the mole, and I forgot they said that. And then I realized that director, if she's never worked with Kendrick before, the only other person she worked with was Drake and SZA, the director of the music video. So that might be something to that. You know what I mean? You could say he's reaching. I don't know if it's true or not, but there might be. Shout out to the boy.